Don't mind how I look. It's late, but let's get part 51. So, if y'all thought the bullshit was over with the last screenshots, it wasn't. Let me introduce y'all to some more bullshit. Y'all, please make sure y'all pause it, because I'm about to change it. And y'all remember how I was telling y'all the argument was petty? Like, at this point, it's just me and him going back and forth. But again, you're not going to try to little girl me and think I'm not going to come for that ass. Y'all, please make sure y'all pause this. Because this is the part where he really fucking tried it. Like, do not try me. Nah, at that point, I really got pissed because it's like, who you calling a hoe when you took my virginity and I was fucking you for years, okay? The only person I was ever saying. Okay, part 52. Before I give y'all more screenshots, the last post I was pissed about because it was like, bro, you called me a little hoe, but yet I was only having sex with you. Y'all remember when I told y'all about, like, me and him having sex all them years when I told y'all the 12 and pregnant story? Yeah. So, we're in 2021. So, that means 7 years ago, me and him, 7 to 8, whatever 2013 was, me and him stopped having sex. So, I'm just like, how am I, little hoe? You took my virginity, didn't have sex with nobody else but you. From the time I started having sex with you up until the time that I stopped having sex with you. And we had a DNA test. If I was a hoe, I wouldn't know who my baby daddy was. So, yeah, I was just confused. I know I look rough. I got a hair appointment this morning with part 53. So, yeah, again, me and him continue to argue, just going back and forth. It's pointless, but we just keep going back and forth. Now, I want to say this is still within the same day, but it is in July, but we just keep going back and forth. The reason why part of what he said is scratched out is because the address is right there. Yeah. As y'all can clearly see, I've been asking him to sign his rights over for a good little minute now because it's like we keep going back and forth, but you're still not taking care of your child. Just sign your rights over at this point. Okay, part 54. So the rest of the screenshots are just literally me and him arguing. So I was just over it at that point. Now that was in July of 2017. Now from July to about August, my daughter ain't hear from him. And I was trying to figure out, like, I hope me and him arguing didn't stop him from still trying to communicate with his daughter. But now in the midst of the argument, when we were arguing, he was like, I need to allow him to do more. And I'm like, if you want to do more for your child, that's on you. I'm never going to stop you to do more. So I had said something to the fact, like, you need to start contributing to, like, her school stuff. Not saying that I want you to, but you're her dad. That's the least you can do. So, again, didn't hear anything from him. So, I reached out to my daughter's grandfather. And I was like, hey, when is your son going to take her school shopping? Because school's around the corner. Let me go ahead and give y'all part 55 before baby girl come back. So, the grandfather was like, two things. Can we see her? And then, yes, they're going to take her shopping. So, I would just let him know, like, y'all could have been seen her. Y'all the one that don't communicate with me. My number never changed. Y'all could have been seen her. So, of course, I said I'll meet up with him. So, we set up a date and all to meet up. You know, we had our conversation, whatever the case may be. And he was like, okay, you know, we're going to take her shopping this day. So, a few days later, or I want to say a week or two later, they end up taking her shopping. And this how it went. Correction, y'all, it was in September. So, like I said, a few weeks later. But, yeah, this was the beginning of it. And, of course, I was happy about that amount because it's like y'all never did nothing for my baby and y'all finally doing it. So, of course, I'm like, okay, they coming around, you know, they doing for my baby, done did school shopping, what part of school shopping, their part. But, yeah, of course, at that moment, I was happy because I'm part 56. So, now her grandfather is, I guess, trying to do more. But now, I knew it was something. Y'all know it's always something. So now we get into October, right? And this is towards the end of October. So now he hits me up about seeing my daughter and saying that, her father wants to spend time and see if she can spend time, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, I don't care, but I need to ask her to make sure she's comfortable, because she's not comfortable sleeping at anybody's house. She don't care if it's her dad. If she have not been around you, she's not going to feel comfortable doing it. Now, I had just found out that he was in jail. So after me and my daughter's father got into it, that was back in July. I did not hear from this man, and my daughter did not hear from this man, and that was the reason why. Part 57. So, when the grandfather asked me, this is how the conversation went. Make sure y'all pause it, please, so y'all can read it. Now, again, that was a conversation between me and my daughter's grandfather. Now, at the end, you see how I said you're the only person that never picked sides. That's what I thought. Okay? And then I also didn't tell my daughter that he was in jail. Because, no, I'm not going to tell her that. And not at all. So, after that conversation, they ended up doing a video call from Facebook Messenger to speak to my daughter. Now, on this video call, it was my daughter, her grandfather, her baby brothers, because she got two brothers on her daddy's side, and I think it was the grandmother too. I'm not sure. Part 58. So I done hand my phone to my daughter. That's not my peoples. I don't need to talk to them. That's my daughter's people. So go ahead and talk to your peoples. Now they talking to my baby like, Zala, how you been? What you doing? What you up to? How's school? This, that, and the third. Da, 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 da. Then, of course, my daughter started talking to her brothers. And again, you remember when I told y'all I did not tell my daughter that her dad was in jail. Her grandparents did not tell her either on the call. But y'all know who did say something? Her damn brother. The one right up underneath her. They're a year apart. Her brother told her. This what he said, y'all. Zala, your daddy not home, right? We waiting on your daddy to get home. And Zala just like, what the hell? Like, that's how her face was like, okay, get home from where? And she was like, well, where is he? Her brother was like, your daddy is not here. He's in jail. We waiting on your daddy to get home from jail. And the grandfather, part 59. So now the grandfather done snatched the phone. And, of course, talking to my daughter, basically trying to change the subject. So now he get to ask her what she want for Christmas. So she was like, I don't know. I got to think about it. So that was the end of that call, because my baby said she wanted to think about it. Now my baby hang up the phone and she's like, well, mommy, my dad family never really got me nothing for Christmas. What should I ask for? And here go me. Baby, run it the fuck up. Ask whatever you want to ask for. This is your time to shine. Run it up. So I was like, but for real, what do you want for Christmas? She was like, mommy, I don't know. But I think I want a hoverboard. Now, me, the type of parent I am, I would just buy it for my baby. But she said she wanted her dad people to buy it. So the next day she called her grandfather, was like, I want a hoverboard for Christmas. So he ended up getting a hoverboard and he sent me a picture of it. And he was like, file the warranty claim, this and the third, all of that. But we ain't get it to Christmas. Part 60. So got the hoverboard. Like, he sent me the picture of the hoverboard and he said, you can come pick it up at Christmas time, which was the 24th, Christmas Eve, since she was actually spending Christmas with me. Now, at that time, back in December, that was towards December, like going into December, I had found out that her dad just got out of jail. So now let's fast forward to Christmas or Christmas Eve. So they asked me, like, what time am I coming? I'm like, listen, as soon as I get off of work, I'm going to come. And I was only working till like 12. I'll come and I'll bring her. Now, my plan was just to drop my baby off, but she did not want me to drop her off. So she wanted me to stay there with her. So I ended up staying there with her. Now, again, her dad was home from jail. Here's the effed up part about this. Her dad knew she was coming down to his house. And instead of waiting for her to come down so that way she can be a part of everything, he proposed to his baby mama before my baby got there. And that crushed her fucking